Tov.
Okay, just a public service announcement. We're making a reception for our bar mitzvah bacher. He's our grandson, Yosef Shalom, tomorrow night in the Yaakov. Anyone interested, they can ask me for more details. Lee Netter, I'll get my wife to send you a invitation over the email. But otherwise, Mazel Tov.
Mazel
Mazel
tov.
tov.
Because by everybody.
Rabbi, I wanted to ask you, you sent a link, and I've been doing that. Is that the
Put
permanent
in my
strategy?
earphone so I can hear. Yes.
The link that you sent by the email a couple of days ago, is that the permanent link?
It's the same link. It's the same link.
My wife was teaching me how to copy and paste. So
okay. You did a great job because it's the same number I'm using all the time.
yeah. It's not new.
Okay. All right.
So yeah. All right. Okay, so we are up to, let's see, what are we up to? It's been a while. Look to Abaylim, Hosifo Lehem, Gemora, Levitt, Abaye, Shavi Shliach. Right, we did all of this. Oh yeah, we yeah. Okay, so actually what we're up to is we're up to the words in the Gemora, Ma'atem Ladatchem, Av Shluchachem Ladatchem. This is after it says Hachinami Mistavra. Indeed, it makes sense that this really is the true and correct way to explain the Brisa, not like the Gemara originally presented the Brisa. And this can be found. This is yeah, Omer Rahmana, actually. That's where we'll start.
You're on 22A?
You know what? Let's not start over there. Let's start by Hakanami Mustavra. We're on 22A, yes. A little bit past the middle of the Amud. We'll start with the Hachinami Mistavra. And Hachinami Mistavra is yeah, it's actually the first words on the line.
It's on page 22A2, right-hand column, last paragraph.
Oh, wow. Long note here from the Groa. Okay, let's read the Gemora. Hachinami Mistavra, Phil. Lou.
Hachanami Mistavra. Indeed, this explanation of the Brisa seems more logical. D'isaka daisach. I guess you should think. Below Shava Shaliach, that the owner did not appoint him as an agent to separate the truma, Mi havia truma so truma. Would that which she separated be considered truma? Vaha atem gam atem amar rachamana. But the merciful one has said, you shall separate truma, but rather, has not said, I see. The merciful one has said in his Torah, not only you shall separate truma, but rather you also shall separate truma. The Rabbos Sheluchacham, to include your agent. Ma atem v'datechem, just as you separate it with your knowledge, af shluchachem v'datachem, so too your agent must separate with your knowledge.
Right. So the Gemora over here is saying that really what we originally thought, that the person just went down to the field without any permission whatsoever from the owner and did the hafrashas truma, and then the owner comes along sometime later and he says, "Oh, you should have taken from the good ones." So that's not how it happened, says the Gemora. It cannot be that's the way that it happened. It has to be that the owner appointed this person to be his agent to take truma, because otherwise, if he's not his agent to take truma, the separation of the truma is totally ineffective, because we have a pasuk that we see from the pasuk that he's got to have the knowledge and assent from the owner before he goes down to the field. That's what we're saying here right now. Okay, now, do we have any Rashi right here? Just as Rashi, af shluchachem ladatchem, which I think we read last time. We could read it again because we read the Gemora last time too, and we read it now again a second time. So let's read this Rashi a second time. Yeah, Phil, Rashi dirumasel af shluchachem ladatchem.
Af shluchachem ladat. So his shlichus, his agency, is with their knowledge. Shabalim minue shliach, because the Baalim appointed that shliach.
Right. So if the Baalim actually appointed this person to be his shliach, so then obviously he knows that this person is going down to the field and he's nicha. It's good with him that he's going down to the field. So now what remains to explain, however, though, is like the brisa that we learned above actually does say. It says that the Gemora Toshmot Ketzad Amru Hatorim Shalom Midas. He takes the truma Shalom midas. And it says truma, so truma. The truma is an effective taking of truma. And how do we understand that? How could it be effective if it's shalom midas? We just got through saying now it has to be with the das of the owner. So now the Gemora is going to explain what the Brisa is talking about.
Ella, rather, hacha b'mayas pinan. Here, what are we dealing with? Kagon, for example, Deshabye Shaliach, with a case in which he appointed him as his agent, Marley Zil Terum, and he said to him, go and separate Truma. Below Marley Terum may Chane, but he did not specifically tell him to separate Truma from these better fruits.
Mm-hmm.
Ustame Debaal Habayis. Now, ordinarily, a householder, Tarum, when he separates Truma, by no nim, who Tarum, he separates Truma from an intermediate grade of produce. Ba'azal Yi'u Hataram Mi Yafos. However, this agent went and separated Truma from the better grade of produce. Uba Baal Habayis Umetzao. Then the owner came and found the agent, B'mar lay, and he said to him, Kalach Eitzel Yafos. You really should go after the better produce. Im nimtza'u Yafos mehen. If better produce was found, Truma so Teruma. What the agent separated is considered Truma. But im love, and if not, Ain Truma so Truma. What was separated is not considered to be Truma.
Okay.
So I'm very confused by what I just read. If he went to the better Truma, or the better produce, what is the owner saying? You should go to even better than this? It's already better.
Oh, good question. Let's see. That's a good question that you're asking. Gemora is saying that the owner said, go and take Truma. He didn't say, go take Truma from these better fruits. And we said the stam das of a balabayas is that if he doesn't specify, he wants that it should be that the truma should be taken from the Benonis, not the Yafos, but the Benonis, the medium quality payros. That's what his unspoken words are saying. And the person went, we're saying, Ozel ihu b'torim b'yafos. He went and took from the Yafos. He took from the Yafos. Okay, so he didn't really do what we would have expected the Balabais to want. The Balabais now comes and sees what he's done, and he makes a comment about it. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to figure out, based upon what the comment that the Balabais now says, is he expressing the fact that he is happy with what his agent did, or is he expressing that he's not happy with his agent did, and he didn't want his agent to do that? So we say that how do we determine whether he's happy or not? We determine that by, the Gemora says, in nimtzu yofos mehen trumos truma. So I think, like Lou is saying, I think it's meduyak in the Gemora. The Gemora is saying, true. In other words, the Balabais Stam Das is, he takes Beinanis. This person, he without being told which ones to take, he decided he's going to take from Yafos. Balabais comes along and says, oh, you should have taken from ones that are even more Yafa than the ones that you took. That's what he's saying. Because that's what the words are. He's saying, right? You should have gone to the Yafos. He means to say, those ones that you took are not Yafos. So the Gemara says, how do we know what is he saying? The Gemara says, in nimsu yafos mehen, if it is found in his field that there are peros that are even yafos mehen, from the yafos that he took. If there are, so then we say that he was sincere in what he said. He was, in other words, we're really saying that he was happy with the fact that he took Yofos as opposed to Beinanis. That's the bottom line of what he's saying. If, and that we're determining that that's what he said based upon the fact that there are, in fact, Yofos Mehen in the field, if there are. If there are not Yofos Mehen in the field, so then we say that the Truma is ineffective. In other words, what he's saying is, he's sort of saying in a sarcastic way, is why? Who told you that you're supposed to take the Yafos? I didn't say to take the Yafos. That's what we if there wasn't really found in the field Yafos, ones that are Yafa from the ones that the shliach actually took. So then we say that the owner is being sarcastic and he is really expressing his displeasure with what the shliach did. So even though he appointed him as a shliach to take peros, but he's not happy with the job that he did, and in that case, the truma that the guy took is ineffective. If there are in fact better fruits, though, so then it is an effective truma taking that he took. But the point is that we need that the Balabais originally appointed him as the shliach to take the truma, because if we don't have that first foundation, then no matter what happens after that, it's not an effective truma. Whatever he says. Okay. Clear. Is it okay now, Lou?
I'm okay with the idea that if he found better, that it's good. But if he didn't find better, we're assuming that he's being sarcastic. Yeah, I guess that's cool. That's okay.
Yeah, they say here in the note that what he means to say is if there's not found in the field nicer ones, the one that the shliach took, the owner is saying he's angry, and he's saying in a stinging remark to the guy, he's saying, "Oh, so if I would have had even better fruits than the ones that you took without permission, you probably would have taken them also, wouldn't you?" It's
Yeah,
an interesting explanation of what it means.
right.
Okay, so that's that, and with that, we'll go to the next Gemora. Ameimar Omar Zutra, Rav Ashi.
Let's see. Amemar Umar Zutra, Varav Ashi, Iklu Uvut Tana de Mare Bar Isak. Let's see. Amemar Marzutra and Rav Ashi came to the orchard of Mari Bar Isaac. I see Arise Tamre Virimone. His sharecropper brought out dates and pomegranates. Visada Kamaihu, and he placed the fruits before them. Amemar Rav Ashi Avle.
Achle.
Achle. Amemar and Rav Ashi ate. Mar Zutra Lo Achle. Achil. Mar Zutra did not eat. Adahachi Ata Mare Bar Isak Ashkachi Nehu. Meanwhile, Mari Bar Isaac came and found them. V'amar le le'arisa, and he said to the sharecropper, Amai lo ises lehu lirabanan me hunach she pirasa. Why did you not bring for the rabbis from those fine fruits? Amru le Amemar V'Rav Ashi Lamar Zutra. And Memar and Rav Ashi then said to Mar Zutra, Hashta Amai Lo Achil Mar. Why do you not eat now, master? Vihatena. Has a brisa not taught? Im nimtzeu yafos mehen. If better produce was found, terumaso truma. What was separated is truma.
Oh, so the Gemara wants to know how come the one of the three did not eat, because we just got through explaining that when the owner says, "How come you didn't take better ones?" and we go out to the field and we see that there actually are better ones, we say that he was expressing his agreement with what the shliach did in taking better ones, and so that should apply in this case here as well, says the Gemara. So, actually, it wasn't. The Gemora is not asking this question. The two Chachamim, Meimar and Rav Ashi, that ate, they're questioning Mar Zutra, who did not. How come you didn't do like us because of what it says in the Brisa? We did what we did because of the Brisa. What, you don't agree with the Brisa? So now you're going to hear the explanation of Mar Zutra.
Amar Lahu, he said to them, Hachi Amar Rava. This is what Rava says. Lo Amru, they did not say, Chwach Eitzel Yafos, go to the better produce. Ella Le'inyan Truma Bil Vad, except in regard to Truma only. Mishum de mitzvah who? Because Truma is a mitzvah. V'nichale, and he is satisfied about Hacha, but here, Mishum de Sifuta hu Damar Hachi, because of embarrassment that Mari Bar Izak said this. Maybe he's embarrassed. I don't know. Why would he be embarrassed? He's embarrassed because Mar Zutra wouldn't eat?
Yeah, it's not clear who's the right. What's the? It's not clear what the pshat is. Mishum de kisufa hu de amar hachi. He said what he said. Why did he say what he said? It was on account of kisufa. It was on account of embarrassment. He spoke because of what he said was because of embarrassment. What about embarrassment? What does that have to do with what he said? Maybe Rashi will help us over here.
So I have English that says, it may be because of the embarrassment of appearing miserly to the rabbis that Mari Bar Izak said this, and not because he was genuinely happy that the sharecropper had offered them fruit. Mar Zutra therefore refused to eat.
Okay. Let's see what Rashi says over here. Rashi's
I'm not sure how the Rashi answers this.
did we have this Bustana?
I don't see the labustana, which it just explains as a pardes, just another word for a bustan.
Oh yeah, Memor Mar Zutra Ravashi Iklu Labustana de Maribara Asik.
Okay, they went to the bustana, which is a pardes. It's a bustan and a pardes is the same word, the orchard of. Yeah.
So now Rashi explains lo achil.
But he didn't eat the gezelina because he thought it was a theft. Shabalim loida that the owners didn't know about.
The owner didn't know that this oris is volunteering to give from from the fruit. Even though the truth of the matter is that an oris, the stam din of an oris is that he takes for his pay a third or in some cases even a half of the yield of the perus that he picks. So in a certain sense, what he's taking, he does have a certain interest in, but it's true he's not the owner of the field. So that's why Mar Zutra he didn't take, because the owner didn't know that the oris gave the Paris to the Chachamim. Okay. Now we have another Rashi, im nimsu yafos.
And if he found it's the better quality one, we see Gale Da'atya, it was revealed to him, the Nichale, that it was for his benefit. Achinami, here also, Gale Da'atya, it was revealed to him, the Nichale, it was better for him, B'mashna Lorna, what he was given to him.
Okay, so this is what the two Rabbanim ate. They're citing as a support for their permission to eat from the case of the Brisa that says im nimsu yafos mehen trumas truma. And Rashi says that what does it mean when they find yafos in the field? Rashi says it means that the owner was megaladas. He was megaladas that it was nicha to him, that the guy took, and hachanami. Hey, no, over here as well, the Rabbanan are making a tzushtel to the case of the oris, that the oris gave the Rabbanan fruit from the orchard of Mari Bar Asik. Hachanami, over here, the same reasoning applies. Gole daite, when the Mari Bar Asik says, "How come you didn't give the Rabbanan from the good stuff?" So that was with those words. If we find that there was better stuff, we find that he was nicha. He's megaladas that it was pleasing to him that his oris took the Paris and offered them to Rabbanan. Right, and then so that was the Taina of the two Rabbanan, and then the Mar Zutra, who did not eat, he's saying that you don't have any raya from that brisa. Again, what did he say, Mar Zutra? He said, this is what Rava says: Lo amru klach etzel yafos ella le'inyan truma bilvad. That brisa, which is saying that the guy says klach etzel yafos, the owner, that case, that principle is restricted to the taking of truma. What was the taking of the truma an effective taking or not? If the owner comes along and says klach etzel yafos, you should have taken better. So then over there we say he's megaladas, that it's nicha to him, it's agreeable to him that his agent took better stuff. Why? Mishum de mitzvahu nichale. That's a different story. That's a case of a mitzvah, and so that's the reason why it was nicha to him that it should be done in a nicer way. It was a mitzvah. Aval hacha, but over here, the only reason that the Mari Bar Asik said what he said was out of embarrassment.
There's one more Rashi, and then we're going to have to stop here because it's late already. The lo amru kalach etzel yaz. He didn't say go after the better stuff. The havi galui data that his thing was revealed his opinion on it, ella only in truma, only when it comes to truma. Truma only was that you can go after the better stuff.
Right. Okay. Don't know what Rashi
Okay.
added. What the Gemara already said.
Whatever. He likes talking. What can I say? Take care.
Okay.
Well.
Good day, Rabbi.
Everybody have a great day. Shvuah Tov.